A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we will try to learn about power distribution system, and at the end of this lecture you will be able to differentiate and identify different parts of the distribution system, for example feeders, distributors and service mains. If we look at a power system as a whole, there are three major components. The first one is power generation system, the second one is the power transmission system, which is responsible for supplying power over the long distance, and the third one is the power distribution system, which supplies power to the consumers. Whole power system resembles to the blood distribution system of a man, where heart is the central part generating or resembling to the generation stations responsible for distributing or pumping blood to the overall body, while the main arteries which are which takes blood to the different parts of the body resembles to the transmission system, and the capillaries resembles the distribution system, and that provides blood to the different tissues in the different organs of our body. The third component in a power supply system or power system, which I previously named as a distribution system, may look like the architecture shown in the figure 12.1. Here a substation is connected to the consumers at the service mains through a network of feeders, distributors and service mains. So the network of feeders, distributors and service mains is called the overall distribution system. The distribution system, we can define it. The distribution system is electrical system between the substation fed by the transmission system and the consumer meters. This is the substation as a central part of this distribution system that is being supplied by the power transmission system, and the consumers are at the end of the service mains. So the overall system between substation and the consumer is known as the distribution system. The main parts of our distribution systems are the feeders. There are three feeders in this diagram, and the distributors, and there are four distributors like AB, BC, CD and DA, four distributors, and the service mains, and each distributor has three service mains in this diagram. The purpose of the feeder is to supply electricity from substation to different distributors. Normally the feeders are at high voltages, while the distributors are at low voltages, conforming to the standards provided by the electricity company. In our Pakistan, feeders are normally 11 kV. So there is a transformer at the substation that converts 132 kilovolts into 11 kV, and that is carried through the feeder to the distributor. And at the distributing station there is a transformer known as distribution transformer, which converts the 11 kV voltages to the 400 volts for supplying it to the consumers, and the distributors from each transformer runs throughout the localities to give connection to the consumers as per their demand. अच्छा, when a consumer applies for a connection, he is connected to the distributor through service mains. Service mains are basically the two core black cable of dia 752 or 764. So we can say that the feeders has a voltage of 11 kilovolts and it has no consumers connected with it, while the distributor are of low voltages of 400 volts and the service mains are the individual connections to the consumers. These distribution systems can further be classified depending upon the nature of the current they distribute, and secondly the type of construction which they look like or which they carry. The third one is the scheme of connection, the architecture in which these distribution systems are constructed. So as per nature of the current, there are two types of the distribution systems, like AC distribution system and DC distribution system. In Pakistan we have only AC distribution system because WAPDA, the only electricity company that supplies power to the consumer, has adopted the standard of AC distribution. There is no distribution system, the DC distribution system in Pakistan. And second, the type of construction. The distribution system can be constructed in two ways. The number one, we say, is the overhead distribution system, while the second one is the underground distribution system. Overhead distribution system is almost 5 to 10 times cheaper than the underground distribution systems because the cost of the cables involved and the laying of infrastructure is quite much costly. While the different schemes in which it is connected may be subdivided, as the first one, we say that it is the radial system. It can be distributed in the radial system, ring main system, and interconnected system. So the distribution system may be termed as the radial distribution system, ring main distribution system, and interconnected distribution system. That is all from my side for explaining the power distribution system. I think at the end of this lecture you will be able to identify different components and can classify the distribution system in different types as explained. Thank you ji. Allah Hafiz.